Hi guys, we're here.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Hello, Camping Cage Free, Rick and Connie, Charlene Grady. Hi guys, welcome in.
We were trying to set something up. That's why we're late.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna set it up real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Gmail.
Gee,
Go ahead and talk or something, even though you can't see this stuff right now while I'm doing this.
I don't need to see
Oh
stuff.
shoot, mute him.
Oh, he's noisy.
Yes. All right, it's
Watching
Fox Pro
YouTube.
Geek.
Okay, so you want me to go turn it on?
Yeah, just don't forget to
Mute it.
mute the sound back, and I think it'd be okay because that way the chicks, if they make little noises, they'll be able to be heard. Oh, I was surprised.
Bean spillage.
I did, didn't I? Alright, stop. Okay. Hi, Heather Hopper. Hi, Peaceful Des. Hi, Gianna. Sadushi. Is that Gigi? Hi, guys. Can y'all hear us okay? We're trying out our new mics. I finally found them. Yay! So how is everyone doing today on this very hot day? We're doing good. We're keeping a little bit cooler inside now. We replaced our ceiling fan up here in the tiny house, so that's doing better, and it's pulling my hair up. I have to point up on this side. Fans on that. Okay, whatever. Good to see everybody, saying hi to everybody. And yes, yay, we made it. Yeah, we had the time to get away from us just a little bit. No, Kevin, you are not bugging us. Good to see you here. Okay, we've got somebody. Oh, did you mute your sound? Unmute the mic, but mute the sound.
I knew that.
Okay. Now put it closer so you can see them. There we go. So remember I told you guys last week or the week before that we had a broody hen that was sitting on a bunch of eggs. Well, she hatched 2 days after the live. She hatched one of them, and we isolated her and the baby because they got out of the nesting box and she was no longer sitting on the eggs. So I put them all in the incubator to incubate the remainder, which was a good thing that I did because that evening one hatched, but the next morning I found one, the one that had hatched with her had passed away. So we put the one that had hatched in the incubator the same evening that the other one passed away, out there with her the next day. At first, she didn't want to have anything to do with that chick. She was busy trying to peck at it, but she was torn between being rough and being gentle with it. And she chose to be gentle with it and then decided maybe I should show it to eat. And then she basically became mothering to it. So she's doing her job. Fast forward to today, we have 5 little baby chicks in the incubator, or no, in the brooder now that y'all are seeing down there. Let me make them a little bit bigger here.
They've been incubated.
Well, this one up there. Hold on, what did I do?
You gotta pick that. Yeah, no, pick the little big layout. The one with 2 little people. No, that one.
And then.
Oh, it's just making the backdrop big.
Yeah, why is it doing that?
Yeah, try the now. Drag the chips over there. The chips.
Why won't they go? Wait. Let me move us there. There we go. There we go. It's the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, I got their heater thing is most of the picture.
Yeah.
And we've got
That's
like
okay.
a chair seat cover thing on it. That's what's on the top left
Little-
corner there. It's
little
just
brown
kind
at
of
the
going
top.
diagonally so it can be open enough to
I'm
see
sitting here
them.
trying to show them with the mouse pointer, like they can see that. Hi, Peter. Welcome in. Hi, MP Heritage Farms. Welcome in.
Chicks are unbelievable. They pop out of an egg. They're walking around. They're pooping, and you're being chickens.
So that little mess that little one just stepped in is actually some of their food that they purposely spilled out, and they look at the water and they look at me and they go "Ee, ee, 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 ee," until I take a different little container of water and a dropper and drop some water on their food, and then they go crazy eating and drinking the food and water there. And then after a while they decide to go back to the dry stuff or doing whatever.
We're gonna eat bugs.
Through the chickens. Yeah, that's how we decide we're going to eat the bugs. Through the chickens.
We're
We'll
gonna
feed the
grow
bugs.
mealworms, we think.
Yeah.
A friend of ours gave us his mealworm factory.
Yes,
And we're gonna start it up again. And
yeah. 'Cause I kind of forgot about it for like a week.
upsize it.
And they're not all dead, thankfully. So we've got beetles that will lay eggs.
We're gonna order
and
some
we'll
more,
turn
right?
into worms, huh?
We're gonna order some
And
more.
we'll order more too when we decide to upscale it, when we figure out where we're putting it in an ideal location, which we think we know already. We just gotta set it up.
I think it's interesting.
Mhm.
You just feed them oatmeal and carrots
Oatmeal
and
and
things,
carrots or potatoes or rutabagas.
and then you got to sort them out.
One other thing, what was it? Parsnips, yeah.
And they look like little aliens when
Well,
when they're hatched.
No, that's when they're fixing to turn into the beetles when they look like the little aliens.
I
When
know.
they hatch, they turn into the worms.
I know things.
It goes egg, worm, worm grows to bigger, bigger to the pupa, which is the alien, alien to
Just
beetle.
call it 1, 2, 3, like we said.
Okay. So number 2.
Yeah, they're number 2s.
They're not the worms from the eggs, which eggs.
How dare you?
Worms.
You're always
One.
steering.
One is number.
You're always steering
right.
the conversation towards number 2s.
Well, number 1s is what we're supposed to feed the chickens, not the number 2s. The number 2s we want to grow to beetles so they can mate and lay more eggs and make more of the mealworms. Because you can sacrifice some of the mealworms for the chickens, because not all the mealworms are going to want to turn into larvae anyway. So
You know too much.
I've just been kind of listening to the videos a little more than you have probably.
I have to work all the time. Well, not most of the time.
Hello,
my
High
excuse.
Country Homestead. Welcome in. Hi, Susan. That's Susan from High Country Homestead in Australia.
I can't have the chick stole my phone, so I can't look at the chat. That's too far.
Oh, well, hand me that. Put it up there.
Use your words.
Put it up there.
I can see it up there. I have googly eyes.
You have no whatever. Hi, Carol of Arkansas. How you doing?
Googly eyes.
Gianna, we love you too.
I can't even see the chat.
I'm fixing to fix that. Oh, we gotta mute it too. Where's the mute button? There we go.
That chunky white one in the corner is adorable. Yeah, they're freaking cute.
Yes. There's a little gray one down at the
I
bottom.
love it when they stretch their necks up and turn their head sideways and look at you.
I love how the camera's focusing automatically every once in a while.
There's a brownish one that's been trying to fly out of there.
That's that one down there at the bottom corner, I think, because the darker one went under already. Because there's one that's a little bit darker than the other. I had baby eggs or baby chicks hatch from the eggs. I hadn't finished incubating them. Which one?
Hello, Carol of Arkansas. Hi, Carol.
She's doing good. Good. Yes, we're doing good too. Just trying to beat the heat.
We'd like to see you in your garden there, Carol.
Okay, there. Can you read the chat or not? If I can try to see if I can figure out a way to increase the font size.
No, give it.
Okay. What do I do with my water? I'll be back.
I can't see. All right.
All right. Well, we can do this. Let's see.
Wait, I can read it.
Okay.
It's hard for me to focus.
All right.
I can't see who they are though. High Country Homestead, Carroll of Arkansas, Charlene Grady. Hey,
Gianna Tsuduchi.
Moondog.
Gianna Tsuduchi, I believe, is Gigi.
Hey, Gigi.
She just got 6 bullets from her broody hen. Yay! Hatched 2 of
Who?
her own. Carol did. The
Right
last
on.
one down there.
Right
2
on.
of the Atwoods. Oh. So she has a total of 6. Okay, well.
We've been letting them go broody, and then when they get off of them, we take the rest of the eggs and put them in an incubator, and they'll hatch over several, like the next couple of weeks.
Yep. In which we have the black hen right now.
6 pullets
sitting
from her
on
broody.
about
She
19
hatched 2
eggs,
over
and I need to check her, make sure she's not
chicks
setting
died, so she
anymore.
now has a total of 6. Why was that comment deleted? What
I don't
comment?
know what comment.
We didn't do it.
Oh, she says my mistake.
I can't wait. I was reading. Oh,
okay.
You just twisted my eyes out of my head.
I'm sorry. There. You're all back to down to the bottom of
my
the
eyes are going to take a while to recover.
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Moondog. Hey, how can you? High Country says, I love the little chicks. I have to hatch some more in spring.
And they're spring. Right now it's Australia, so it's winter over there.
Oh, well. Anyways, we're not doing much. Yeah, eating the bugs is all about, we're going to start growing the mealworms.
Yep. So a little mealworm factory going.
Yeah, well, it's already going. It's just
farming mealworms.
It's small, so we got to build it back up.
Scale and build it back up and do it.
See how many mealworms we can feed to the chickens, and then we'll eat the chicken eggs.
Yeah,
so
and then any roosters that hatch from the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roosters that go to freezer camp.
Yeah.
So that's how we're gonna eat the bugs.
Yep.
We got bug eaters.
I see the little gray one. Yeah, it loves the moist food more than it likes the dry food. So they're pecking at it right now. And then the little one, the black and the...
That screen thing works out pretty good. All their poops are just falling through the paper on the bottom. So we change it out easy.
Big piece of brown paper underneath. It's in one of those bigger totes. What did we say the measurements was again?
22 wide by almost 3 feet or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds
right.
They're
in a big tote.
Yeah.
They're right beside the bathtub, so you have to be careful not to step on them when you're getting out the shower.
Yeah.
Not that I bathe.
You shower, I bathe. The tub is for me, the shower is for you.
So these chicks,
yes, it really is easy, High Country.
We're gonna try to put them back in with the mama that brooded them.
Yeah.
And she's got one chick out there, so she might already just be overprotective of that chick, but we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. If nothing else, they're getting.
We got another broody one.
Yep. Well, we don't need her to raise the next set that comes out, so we'll just let her go ahead and set them. But these that we'll put out there, and if nothing else, the brooder play to go out there with them, and we'll fix them up a section where they can be near the chickens, but not with the chickens right away, and then we'll move them when they get all feathered out.
The biggest thing I'm seeing with the mealworms is you got to keep them from cannibalizing the next batch of
yes.
What?
There's a few different.
So, but as long as you keep them some moisture in there, food they can have, then that cuts down on that. But then once you have a mixture of different stages, you need to sort them out.
Yeah.
So they've got these different size screens for doing it. So
yeah,
some people use 5-gallon buckets, some people use other systems, and we're just going to keep it simple
right now.
And we'll learn it.
Oh, what happened? Okay, so Old Man King says, I found out the hard way when a guinea hatches out keeps
Where'd
takes
Campy
them and
Cage
puts
Free
them in a
go?
brooder. Oh yeah, that's what I think I've heard too. Because the guineas are not good mothers or parents. They will see them as food or a threat, like a mouse or something, and try to kill them. Because they look funny as a baby. They don't look nothing like the grown up guineas.
They look like little freaking aliens.
Yeah, so they kind of look like a turkey chicken, and so to the guineas, they will look at them as, "What the heck are you? I'm going to kill you!" So they want to get rid of them.
I can't lean back. It makes me look too fat.
We can move this closer.
Anyways.
We got 12 people watching. Thank you guys.
Yes, that's right. At Carroll, Arkansas, I have
How
no
do they?
success trying
That
to
is a good
introduce
question.
during the daylight hours. Oh yeah. What'd Carol say? She introduces them at night.
But she was talking about the you have to give them to the brood. Give
At
them
night,
to the broody at night,
so they
will
wake
wake up with them
and
and think
they
they are
are
theirs.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I can do is at night tonight, maybe go ahead and sneak out there and put them in whether, but I got to be up early enough to watch. Otherwise, I'll find a bunch of dead squished babies out there.
What is sad? Dead squished babies?
Yeah, probably.
That's probably a reason. I was going to be morbid.
Modern chicken have been so messed
Around
with
with
in terms of their genes. Yes, they have. Yeah. Take these for example. These are basically barnyard mixes,
basically.
That's okay. We love them just the same. They still make eggs. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to breed them for breeding purposes and trying to keep the bloodline pure. I'm just trying to make a few that stay here and don't go any further.
I knew this guy when I was this friend or acquaintance when I was a teenager. His favorite word was basically. Everything he'd say, he'd started with basically. Used to freak me out.
I want to go position the camera better for him.
What happened to Peter? We'll find out in his life. He's gonna be live. Now you're messing with my googly eyes again.
Yeah, the thing about I found out the hard way. Found out the hard way when a guinea hatches out keys, take them and put them in a brooder. That's what everybody's saying, talking about right now. Let me go reposition the camera so we can see more of the chicks and less of the brooder, the hot plate.
Well, what do you mean they're all out?
Well, I know,
except for one.
I just want to be able to see them better.
Yeah, you can see her shadow. It's looking up at her. That one right there on the right, it's going to try to fly out first. It wants to fly the coop. Now you can't see towards the bottom of the... I had it better. Yeah. I don't know what she's trying to do because you can't... Unless you take their heater out of there, then... But the box is so huge, you want them to be in the one spot. That one says, "I didn't agree to being filmed. This is not a public place." They're pretty freaking calm. Sometimes you walk in there and scare them. I always cluck a little when I go in there. That way they know I'm coming. Don't give them all little freaking chick heart attacks. Hey, Arlene. Every one of them is gone. What? Who else I see is going live tonight? 5:45. Is that guy that brought you pens, Peter? Brian? What's his name? Dang it. I can't remember stuff. I need a string around my finger. Wait a minute, you guys. Slow down. The chat's going too fast.
Is that better?
Do our microphones work good?
I'm guessing so. I just wasn't saying anything. I was busy with the chicken chips.
I mean, it looks about the same to me. Now you can just see more of this corner.
Okay.
Listen to their noisy walking. Anyways. We still don't have the carport roof done. It's too freaking hot.
Yeah. It's either been threatening to rain, raining, or been too hot, or something else we had to do. Okay, Carol, see you later.
We try
Have
to
a
wait.
good day. Take care of that oven. Her oven calls, she said.
Her oven what?
Her oven calls. Is calling her.
Oh.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna fix the words for you.
Her husband's calling her.
The oven.
I'm not turning on an oven right now.
Mm-mm. Yep.
We're going to have to upgrade. We just got a little 5,000 BTU window unit. Dogman gave us like this big old 15,000 thing, but I don't want to cut a hole in the wall to put that in.
Yeah, so we've got an idea of where it's going to go though when we.
We're going to use that later somewhere else.
Yeah.
But we just got this little window unit, and we're going to get a 8,000 BTU, which is just about enough to do this shed house.
Yeah.
And we fixed our ceiling fan this weekend, finally.
Yes, we did.
Because when we got this place, it had a ceiling fan in it, but we didn't get the blades with a ceiling fan. I tried to get the blades, but the blades are, they're an inch. The bolts where the brackets attached are 1 3/4 inches apart, where the standard is 2 inches apart. So it's hard to find those. But anyways, we ended up getting a new fan and just replacing it. So we got a ceiling fan going that's sucking all the heat in the attic, keeping it up there, and hopefully pushing it out the vents on the sides a little. But it's still hot as heck in here.
Yeah.
It keeps it a couple degrees cooler than outside, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So that new air,
Although actually,
the new AC should be here next week.
Weird though, but I think after I closed the curtains yesterday evening is when it actually got cooler in here. But it was already dark then too, so I don't understand why that happened. So maybe it's just weird things going on. Rick from Moondog from Rick and Connie says, "Hey Brett, pluck for us."
They think I'm a chicken. The chicks. They look at me, or mama.
Yeah, he goes in there and barks at them. I just talk to him like as if they're people and stuff, and just talk to them regularly. And he barks at them, and they
need
run,
chicken training.
But they run from you when you bark at them, and they come out when you say a regular word.
Buck, 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 buck.
They'll figure out their chickens when they get put out there with the chickens.
Yeah, they figured out that that hardware cloth pretty good. I think they know not to stick their toes in it now.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I have noticed what they do though about their toes is I think that's one of the reasons they like having the mush, the wet food. They'll when it's real wet, they'll step in it, get it all over themselves, and then run across the stuff so they can go and peck at it later and just kind of break off the little crumbles. And it's like you guys are crazy, but yeah, it's funny. I dropped a few fly bits in there for them the other day that I'd killed. And at first they looked at him kind of sideways, and then one pecked at it a little bit and says, "Oh, this is good." And they all chased it around. And it lost it down the hole, so they know now to go back to the just act like they lost it and act like there's nothing to be interested in, and then go back over there and just act like they're eating the food so that they can eat their fly.
Man, if we could capture flies around here, we could feed the animals that, the chickens those exclusively. There's so I bought this big. Has anybody ever tried putting out like a thin, a small, a shallow tray of water with a light on it at night to capture beetles and things like that? I think that will work because if we leave our light on in the barn kind of utility room we have, all kinds of beetles end up in there overnight, and the chickens love them. So I want to figure out a way to capture some kind of bugs that are attracted to light using a water tray with a light right next to it, so they get confused and just fall in the water or something. And then you just feed that to your chickens. Gotta try some things. We gotta eat the bugs. We gotta eat the bug. We must comply.
So High Country Homestead says, I forgot what your name was. I was trying to find it and I can't find it. But this hut is so cold here, but not snowing at the moment at least. I don't want the snow and I don't want the cold, but I would like cool again for a while so that we can get some things accomplished without sweating our butts off.
Snow is for visiting.
Yes, snow is for visiting.
You're supposed to be able to drive up into the mountains, visit the snow, and then drive back down out of the mountain, and there's no more snow.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Rick got to laugh about you collecting.
A block.
High Country Homestead. My daughter and I went sledding the other day after we did our farm chores. It was a lot of fun, but very tiring. Yeah, I bet it would. I bet it is. I'll put it up there so everybody can see it. Susan, thank you. Yes, I was thinking it was something with an S, but I wasn't remembering right, so I didn't want to say anything.
Well, I was all gung ho before summer set in. I was telling Deborah, I says, I'm gonna have to just get adjusted to the heat and try to get stuff done, even though it's hot out.
Yeah.
But man, we didn't even get our shade structure built in time.
Right, but we still have the little one, and that works. And then we got the barn.
Well, we get half shade from that.
We can also go to the barn or
we're trying to
the hackberry tree before it goes away.
We're gonna get rid of that hackberry tree out back.
Yeah, which was the original chicken, still there. The original chicken dappled sunlight area for the chicken run.
Yeah, that's where the chicken coop was when we moved here.
Yeah.
We tore that one down. It was pretty old and coming apart. So
yeah, floors just
falling
apart in areas. So yeah.
She wants a big permanent chicken coop.
Not necessarily big. Just big enough to house a couple of nesting boxes and for some. You know,
I like having separate little ones,
and then let them have areas where they can just sit if they want to.
But our plan is to have big separate fenced-in areas or paddocks. I don't know what farmers call them, but that we can just move the chickens into and let them free range during the day, and then have a coop to go up in at night. But it has to be a portable thing. somewhat lightweight, so it's not hard to move. I want to put wheels on it, pop-up wheels.
Mhm. I'm thinking there's a way that we could do it. We can probably design one kind of barn style similar to what Keith wanted to have, that big heavy one that was really nice and stuff, that if it had wheels and was working
That thing is
good.
heavy.
I know, but if it was on wheels, 4 wheels, that would have been easy to move.
Yeah, maybe. It's
But
heavy.
if we were to make one out of like the greenhouse plastic and some of that, put an actual metal roof on it, and then just put insulating inside so they can't freeze, then it would still
What
be
if they
light.
want
We
to
can-
freeze?
Well, then they'll sleep outside like they've done before, and they didn't freeze in the snow and the ice then.
I like small maintainable flocks, and we got to get where we can feed them ourselves without going to the feed store.
Quite nice.
What is?
There is nothing better than sitting in your big armchair by the fireside and watching it snow outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like even a good rainstorm when you're inside. It feels nice and cozy.
Yeah.
And the rain and the water just
Well,
pouring everywhere.
if it's just rain, a good, nice, heavy rain, no thunder and lightning, no storms.
Yeah.
That's nice and relaxing.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. But you said rainstorm. Rainstorm implies stormy conditions.
This is married life.
Oh,
Yeah, see, they're married.
Oh, no. Okay. Susan says, I need to build a new chicken coop. I have 4 different breeds, and if I could, I would like to keep them all separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could possibly, if you did one right where they can go up at night and then just have separate little runs, you could probably do something with that and just move them and still keep them separate. Just have them have little small sections of like maybe 2 feet by 4 foot long runs with a little 2 foot housing area or something, maybe, or 3 foot housing area.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to rely on her to keep up with the chat because I have to keep leaning forward to be able to.
Yeah, I put anything new up there, which is gonna be 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Yes, rain is also nice. Yes, it definitely is.
What do you do with the freaking summer heat, though? You can't do nothing with that.
Okay, so we have a different type of heat here because we have all the humidity. Question is how bad is the heat in Australia, where Susan is, in the summers?
I imagine it's drier there.
Probably a very dry heat, but is it like almost intolerable, or is it easy enough to work in?
I gotta have a sweat rag. I got so much sweat pouring down my forehead, it all gets in my eyes.
I wonder if it's similar to that of California, the drier.
Oh, I like the heat in California.
Drier, where it's worse in California.
Yeah, I don't know. California, 90, 100 degree heat is at least tolerable because it's not humid.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got a little bit of a breeze with it, you're okay. It'll dry you out. You need to stay hydrated, but yeah, other than that, at least you're not pouring down sweat.
Yeah, you still gotta stay hydrated here, even though you're pouring down sweat. It's like it's humid outside enough, but yet your body has to produce more water for you. Why? Are we trying to swim through the world?
It looks like there's freaking vapors coming out of the AC unit.
Yeah, it does. I guess we are swimming through the world.
Yeah. We need to get a dehydrator.
Raise your hand if you think we're swimming through the world.
We gotta get a dehydrator, dehumidifier.
A dehumidifier for this place.
Does anybody use dehumidifiers here? I bet you they help.
I think Chris has one, so we can ask him how his. Well, he says his works pretty good in his shed because that place used to get real humid. I remember that.
Yeah, there's too much humidity. We need to zap it out of our dwelling spots. I wanted to play with my mini excavator. We got a thumb for it.
Yeah,
It's got an opposable thumb now.
a hydraulic thumb.
Now it's going to be able to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came with a manual thumb. I wanted it, but it's got the attachments to, it's got the extra hoses to hook up a hydraulic thumb. And we got that. And then we were missing one of the brackets for it. So we had to order a whole nother one. But now I've got a backup hydraulic thumb. I could just sell it or something. I don't know.
Susan says she is in the lower part of Australia in the Alpine region. Oh, that's probably nice and cool. Summer is around 76 to 86, but some summers and never gets over 80.
That's not bad at all.
Dang. It never gets.
Thank you for converting to Fahrenheit.
Yes, thank you.
We can't make it on the metric system or anything here in the States. we got to convert centimeters to inches before we can think right. It makes more sense breaking things up in tenths, I think. We're so stuck on the inch thing.
Yeah, I've been trying to get myself acquainted with centimeters and millimeters, because that's what a lot of stuff is measured by. Ring sizes, even shoe sizes. They just all convert everything into inches for us Americans that are supposedly the dumb Americans that can't follow centimeters or just
I'm telling you,
meter type things.
I'm telling you, lately I feel pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time remembering things.
Yeah. We need to flush out with all the fresh vegetables and then go carnivore.
Slowly.
That's why I said flush with vegetables.
Are you going to flush them?
No, I'm not going to flush them. I'm going to cook them or steam them or eat them raw.
I like the idea of carnivore, but I like a lot of other stuff to go with it. We went to that Chinese buffet in Mina this weekend.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, it was really good.
We got stuffed.
Yes. We were so stuffed that we didn't even eat dinner last night. But we ate around 3 o'clock yesterday.
I had two rounds at the buffet and I was stuffed.
Yeah. I did one.
She did one round and then a dessert.
Well, I did one and a partial round where I got just a couple more things of one item. And then, oh no, that's right. I went and got dessert and then I went back and got fruit. I finished off with just some watermelon and yeah. For the dessert, I just did one little scoop of ice cream, one little 3-layer or 4-layer dessert thing. It had like a little layer of gelatin on the top. One was an orange and one was a chocolate. And they had a little wafer cake. It was cake actually in between little mousse things, and it had the little, like, I guess pudding light layer.
I shouldn't make this face while I'm leaning into the camera.
No, probably not. And you just put Nightbot back up there again.
Hey, Nightbot deserves to be shown. Yeah, nothing exciting going on except we went into Mina yesterday. Got the ceiling fan. We were looking at all the thrift stores to see if we could find a ceiling fan that would work. There weren't any. I mean, we did buy one for $5.
Yeah.
Those ceiling fan motors are good to have around. I mean, you could use it for a lot of things. You could even make generators out of them.
The main thing is we were looking for the brackets
that would fit ours.
That would fit ours, which ours is an odd bracket
inch
size.
and 3/4 apart the screws are instead of 2 inches like there are most ceiling fans.
Yeah, most of them the standard is 2 inches.
So we just had to replace the whole
1 inch
motor and stuff and light.
Yeah.
It was hot as heck up there. We had to bring a big step ladder in the house that we use for putting the carport roof. The neighbors loaned us that, and we've had it for like a month.
Yeah.
I told him, man, please let me know if you need your ladder. I'll bring it over.
Yeah.
Because we still have it.
Both of them actually.
We should probably buy another. We should probably just buy a step ladder and give him his ladder back.
Yeah, buy a tall step ladder.
Oh, remember that freaking? We could go get that. They have one of those scaffolding things.
A scaffolding thing at Sam's Hardware.
And it was under what, $400?
Yeah, it was like $270.
It was under $300.
Yeah, it was like $269.
I'll trust that with my life.
It's under 300, under 400 for sure. And then they had a smaller one that only went up to about, I think it says 3 feet.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. We need the bigger one.
So it would put you up. If you're 6 foot, then you'd be at.
But man, we could use that thing for a lot of things, like doing barn repair, and it could come in handy.
Yep.
It had pretty big wheels on it.
Yeah.
So it could handle some rough terrain even, which we do have.
Yep. And if we need to go higher for whatever reason, you can get another one or just rent one to put on there temporarily. And
just put a ladder on top of the scaffolding.
No.
And hand me the chainsaw.
No. Mr. Irresponsible.
Give me 2 chainsaws. I'll juggle them while standing on the top rung of the ladder.
No.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
So one thing we've learned today, which probably have learned before from Jonesy, from Radio Jonesy before, is that the lower part of Australia is the cooler part, and the northern part, the top part of Australia, is the deserts and the tropics, which are much hotter.
You know way too much about Australia.
Learning from Susan today. And they also have kiwis, which are birds, not a fruit, but they probably have the fruit too.
We had this one fun friend when we were first dating and stuff. Ron Limbrick. His whole family was from Australia and stuff, and frequently went there and stuff to visit family. He always say, we'd be talking, and he'd be like, Ron would say, "What do you mean?" And I'd just say, "What do you mean? What do I mean?" And then it would be on. What do you mean? What I mean? What I mean? You mean?
And they'd keep doing this for over and over and over until somebody got tired of it.
What do you mean, Ron? What do you mean? What do I mean?
Or actually, they would keep doing that until somebody couldn't remember which part of what do you mean? What I mean? What do you mean? What it? Couldn't remember that anymore. Then they would stop. But dang, Ron was pretty good at it. He could keep going.
I wonder if people can hear me swallowing on this microphone.
I don't know. Can y'all hear him swallow when he's taking a drink? Because we tested the microphones a while ago, but for some reason on the playback it kept buffering too much.
Can you hear my bag of googly eyes?
They probably can if you got them right there near the microphone.
Googly eyes, googly eyes.
Okay,
I got a bag of googly
no
eyes.
on the hearing you swallow. Probably a no. Well, we'll find out in a minute on the bag of googly eyes that you were rattling.
What happened to my big googly eyes? Where are they in there?
Yeah, they're in there. Woof. Woof.
Woof.
Woof. I did not bark at you. You bark at me. Here's a pair of the glow in the dark ones. Get them all nice and glowy.
Yeah, those are green.
Get them all nice and glowy.
Give me the green googly eyes. Check these out.
They glow in the dark.
These are the size of the ones that I put on the excavator.
Where did the other ones go? Dang it! Did you take them out already?
They might be near my computer desk thing.
Possibly.
I was getting ready to do something with them.
They're there.
We put 2 of these on the O's on our Toyota.
But smaller.
A little smaller.
And then we outlined around the edges black because it was white on.
Yeah, because they covered up the O's.
All you can see when you get closer was just a tiny little eyeball part, the iris part, basically. Um,
Googly eyes, googly eyes. He ain't got nothing on these googly eyes. I want a bunch of googly eyes. I'm gonna keep my little bag of googly eyes with me so I can put googly eyes on things. You know, plants don't have eyes. They need to put googly eyes on plants.
But plants don't sneak up on you. Well, unless you don't go outside for a while and then all of a sudden, boom, there they are.
What are you talking about? They don't sneak up on you. They don't move.
Exactly.
The point of putting eyes on plants is so I'm not scared of them. Plants are alive and they don't have a face. You know that. So you got to put eyes on it and make them not seem creepy.
All right, Christopher Walken.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. See, you got to see that sketch.
Okay, so they heard there was no on the drinking, but yes on the Radley googly eyes at the microphone. My goodness, you should put them on the front of your car. Yeah, actually.
Cover up the headlights with them. He get pulled over. Hey, you can't drive like that.
Put them over just over the radiator a little bit off to the side near the lights.
I'm not putting them on the radiator.
Nah.
I like putting googly eyes on things.
Susan says, if I had googly eyes that big, I would put them on my car. I think it would be so funny. Well,
those ones glow in the dark too.
Yeah, those ones glow in the dark. But the other set that we have on that was the same size as these, actually, we had on the excavator, but they were not glow in the dark. But the dogs, the puppies, decided that they needed to scratch. It looks like they were playing tic-tac-toe, scratch, and in the middle there you could almost see a tiny X in the middle and the O over on the side. And I was like, why were they playing tic-tac-toe on the googly eye? They only took one off.
I think we should make over easy egg looking googly eyes and have that be Tiny Farm Nuggets emblem or something.
All right. Remind me again later so I can.
I won't remember.
Can somebody please remember to remind us and send us an email?
Yeah, right.
Text.
Send us a snail mail in handwriting, please.
That'd be longer. And then I'll forget what the thing was even for. What am I getting?
You're missing the. Never mind.
Oh, we've got 10 minutes left of our live. Well, no, actually longer because this says we've been only live for 48 minutes.
Peter will go live at 5.
5:30.
If somebody else is going live.
5:30.
Somebody's going live at 5:45.
Rick says Brett loves the googly eyes, or is that Connie that said it? Anyway, Moondogs says that Brett really likes the googly eyes.
Well, when in Rome, I have googly eyes, so I like to propagate.
I'm sorry if that was so loud, everybody, if y'all heard that in the microphone. I spilled water on me, getting some water out because the ice was stuck to the bottom. And then all of a sudden it ran forward and pushed the ice or the water at me and down my shirt, but thankfully missed the microphone.
I want a googly eye shirt.
Oh, wow. So Susan is watching us in the early morning hours over there. She says, the sun is up, folks, and I will have to get going soon. I have cows and sheep and chickens to feed.
Wow.
Oh, my. Yes, dear. Thank you so much for joining us, and we really appreciate you being here. Look forward to possibly seeing you again next week, which we should be probably here as well.
I'm not going to be here.
You are too going to be here.
I'm getting a beer. It's in the morning.
It's in the morning, so he's getting a beer. No, it's afternoon here. It's almost 5, so he's going to go ahead and have his beer just like a little early, but that's okay.
Oh.
I'll have my slushy early today, too.
Everybody can hear me looking through the fridge.
I doubt they can hear you looking through the fridge. As long as I don't care if they hear you looking through the fridge, as long as they can't see you looking through the fridge.
Yeah, our fridge needs cleaned.
The babies got boring. They're just laying around
We got-
sleeping. They're not even under their heat plate right now. They're away from
We
it.
got food in there that we forgot about.
Shh. We're not supposed to talk about that.
I'm not scared.
The chickens enjoy it.
Chickens eat bugs.
Oh, you know what? I need
Chickens eat bugs.
Okay.
People
I will
don't eat
remember
bugs.
to. I don't have it here where I can get to it, but
Well,
I
some
need to
people
give
maybe
High
eat
Country
bugs,
Homestead a wrench. Let me.
I
If
didn't rinse out my
somebody
beer
that
can.
has the blue wrench can copy and
she's gonna
drop
get
that
me
link
later.
so I can grab it real quick, that would be great because I don't think it's going to let me get that from here. It won't let me copy it. Yeah, I'm not able to copy it. It's not going to let me try to. Oh, wait. I got it and a bunch of stuff above it. Hold on. I don't want everything above it. Can I just get. Oh, Beloodle Boodle. Fine.
Fruit Loops and Piddle Pottles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He has a boo boo.
Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it.
What, did he send us money?
No, he dropped the link for them since
Oh,
High Country
Australia.
Homestead doesn't have a wrench right now. They couldn't drop the link, so I had Peter grab it and repost it. So I
You're
can
the
grab
boss
the
of
link.
Peter.
I am not the boss of Peter. I just asked somebody with a wrench to please grab it, and he did so. Why are you being so mean to me right now?
I'm always mean to you. I love getting reactions out of you.
You're a butt.
Butt nugget.
You're a butt. Alright.
Butt nugget.
Quit being a butt nugget.
Butt nuggets come out of the egg knowing what to do. Come on, can you imagine if people did that? How far advanced would we be?
I'm trying to paste something. Why did it move from what I had?
Taking 6 months and such to learn how to walk. I mean, come on. Chicken comes out, it's walking on them spindly little legs right away.
Yes, they walk on their spindly little tiny little legs.
And they got tripod feet.
They're triceps.
Triceratops.
No, they're not the triceratops, but they are the raptors.
That's crazy talk.
You think?
Mhm.
Oops, I must have lost something. I'll grab it later. Where's the StreamYard at? Okay. Have a great night, Susan, or have a great day, Susan. Have a great productive day, and hope you get nice surprises.
I've noticed that waiting for the weekend to come is just like waiting for Monday.
Yeah.
Weekends are too short, and then it's
now that
Monday again.
Yeah, because tomorrow is Monday, but it's actually Monday for Susan.
She's in the future.
She's in the future. That's right. We have a few friends from the future.
Yeah.
They're time travelers.
Yeah.
They travel in the future while we travel in the past.
Scott.
Judy Jules in the Big Italian. Hi, Judy. Whoops. Dang it. Falling over here.
I'm the one having a beer.
Maybe it's affecting me through you.
Yeah.
Peter says, Deborah, you can slap bread if you want. LOL.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for that,
What's
slice of information.
We've decided we're going to eat the bugs, but only through the chickens. We're going to feed the chickens the bugs. We're going to start a small
and then we're going to eat the chickens.
Small mealworm farm, and then upscale it a little bit so that
a lot.
A little to a lot. Yes.
We want to
small, then go bigger.
See how we can do with small, and then increase the size to where we're able to feed a good. Yeah.
Yes, we were blessed with a little small setup.
Somebody had a setup that they got tired of taking care of, a friend, and they gave it to us. And so we're gonna try it. Hey,
Whoa,
there's
we
already
lost
worms in it.
signal. So how we lost? Okay, we're coming back. Okay, I see me. The chicks haven't come back yet.
We put a Wi-Fi extender on a
Chicks haven't
20-foot
come back
pole.
yet.
We're probably gonna add another 10 feet,
All
so
right,
we'll
I'm
have it
gonna
30
remove the
feet.
chicks for right now until they come back.
We hope that that'll be able to let us get around the barn and be, do lives, get around the tiny farm.
The chicks left. Somebody must have left us.
Oh, I bet you it overheated.
Possibly. Very possible. I'm
Let me
sorry, I
go
forgot what
check.
you were talking about. I was busy trying to figure out what was going on with
The
the chicks
Wi-Fi
family.
extender we put up.
Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi router. We got it up in the air. Rick Hartman, hello. How are you?
Oh yeah, this
today?
phone is hot.
Thank you, Judy. Yes, these guys started hatching. I think 4 days ago, 5 days ago. I forget what. They were behind.
You could
So,
cook
like,
an egg on this
Not
phone.
last Saturday, but the Saturday before, huh?
You could cook an egg on the phone.
Oh, so it did overheat. Okay. So turned itself off. Anyway. Okay, so not last Sunday, but the Sunday before when I was mentioning on the live that we had a broody hen and quit googly eyes shaking in the mic. That was due within a week, but she hatched 2 baby chicks within 2 days, but one of them I hatched from the incubator the day after she had hatched the other one. But she had lost that one in the morning, and the next morning I gave her the one from the incubator, and she got all happy again. But now I've got these 5 that were just shown before the camera overheated and said bye-bye. My 5 little chicks. But I did have 2 others hatched, but they didn't quite make it. So we lost 3 and
That's funny.
got 6. So 9 out of the.
You can't say that. You can't say they
She
didn't
was
quite
sitting-
make it.
Right.
That sounds like just say they didn't make it.
They didn't make it. They didn't make it.
They didn't quite make it. Sounds like maybe they kind of did.
Well, one of them almost did make it, but then it went over the night. And it's
Yeah,
like,
just put X's over their eyes with the tongue hanging out.
okay, all right, got me there. Does Bobblehead still sell chicks? I think he does, but he may have slowed down the selling of it right now. I'm not sure. We need to get in touch with him again.
Yeah, well,
It's been a
he
little
lives
while.
far away now.
About an hour and a half drive from here now instead of the 40-minute drive.
Everybody's moving away from us. I don't know why.
Yep. And it's weird though that Peter is between us and Waldron basically, but yet it takes longer to get to his house than it does to Waldron.
What are we doing for the 4th of July?
What are we doing for the 4th of July?
Yeah.
We are going to the Sullivans to celebrate the 4th for a picnic.
Again.
Potluck.
Yeah, we went last year. It was fun. Yep. Just a small get together with friends.
Yes. Yep.
On their big old freaking farm or ranch, I guess.
Ranch farm ranch.
It's a ranch.
It's a ranch.
Because he's got
cows and sometimes has sheep.
He's got big fat women walking around in loose-fitting dresses.
He does not. The moo-moos are the cows. Not. The cows are not wearing moo-moos.
I'm gonna put googly eyes on cow rear ends.
Oh lordy.
Then they'll have eyes behind them.
The chickens will be eating the bugs. We're not eating the bugs. We just said we're
gonna eat the bugs once removed.
Yeah, we're gonna eat the bugs once removed. The chickens will be eating the bugs, and we'll eat the chickens and their eggs, but we won't be actually eating the bugs. Good. Oh, Peter. I mean, not Peter. Oh, Mike, I believe it was possibly you. You're the one who just came in. And if you smelt it, you dealt it. We've got a new couch.
Dogman wants a girlfriend.
It looks blue right now, but it's actually a black sofa couch thing that we have.
Yeah. We had to sleep on that thing too.
Yep. And over here is that metal cabinet or metal shelf that you remember that's, you know,
A collector of everything.
yeah.
There's no space in a tiny house.
Not,
I need to put up lots of shelves in here.
I mean, yeah.
Way up high. Because, man, getting floor space in here is the problem.
Yep. Kind of hard to work on something when you've got stuff inside here and you want to try to build stuff. So it's kind of like, nope, nope, no. Shoot, just putting up the freaking ceiling fan yesterday was a chore.
Yeah, it's like playing Jenga.
Move this, move that.
Yeah,
Don't
make
let
room to
that
put the
fall.
ladder up.
Don't let it fall.
Don't drop that screw.
Don't
You'll
drop
never
the
find it.
fan. Don't drop the fan.
We had to freaking trim the wires because we basically adapted a new ceiling fan parts to old ceiling fan connections.
Yep.
And it worked, but man, it took a while.
Yeah.
And now
makes you feel like you need 2 ladders or an extra wide ladder, so I could have been out there helping you hold the thing and stuff instead of having you try to do it with one hand.
Yeah, well, we eventually used duct tape. Remember that worked out good.
Yeah, yeah. But
we used duct tape to hold it.
But the motor was the most.
I forgot to put googly eyes on it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you forgot.
Let's see, where can I put some googly eyes?
No, not where you can put googly eyes. You're not doing that.
I'm putting the glow in the dark ones up there.
Hey, Hopkins Dirty Sauce is in here too.
Hey, Hopkins.
Okay, it is now 5 o'clock. It says we have now been going for an hour. Do we go for a little bit longer?
Missy and Marty.
Yep, since we now have Mike.
They didn't get to see the
Judy,
googly eyes.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna put googly eyes on everything.
Hi again, Gianna.
All right, well.
Gigi, we love you too, sweetheart. It's been a long time since we've seen you. Next time you go to your grandma's, you need to go see her more because I'm gonna be visiting her a little bit, and I'll probably be able to see her soon.
Yeah, we got to go there. We bought a bunch of roofing.
Yeah,
we got a bunch. He gave us a good deal on, corrugated metal roofing.
Yep.
And he bought it new, and he's selling it to us cheap.
Yep. So Gigi, visit your grandma more, and when we go over there to visit, we'll be able to see you.
Yeah, and we got they got a ton of freaking weed block. What do they call it? It's just weed block stuff for your garden. He says, be careful though, because it's really flammable. If you burn holes in it, he's got one leg, right? And he's out there with his fake leg off, I guess, or with it on, but it's hard for him to get up from the ground. He's on the ground.
Especially quickly.
Yeah, quickly. And he's burning holes in his thing, and it took off and got on fire. And man, it's not funny because that could have turned bad.
Yeah, the garden weed block cloth. It was just burning holes so she should have her.
We're gonna keep a bucket of water with us burning holes in that thing.
Yeah,
you're there to just cut the holes out.
He also had a pile of hay sitting nearby, so that went up really fast too. And it basically, I mean, even he got caught on fire. His pants got caught on fire.
But man, they got a ton of weed block, and they sold it all to us, and they got a whole another roll of it. Say straw.
I don't want to. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back, and you continue talking for just a moment.
For just a moment. She couldn't hear you whispering in my microphone.
Oh, shut up. Maybe nobody heard.
These are good microphones.
I wasn't thinking about that.
You can hear from way over there.
I be quiet.
I
guess I'm going blonde. So apparently that's what's going on.
Yeah, we'll call that blonde.
Shut up. My hair is getting bleached. Plus, I am going gray, but my hair is getting bleached in the sun. Where's my straw? found it. Where are you? You're not even in the picture.
Yeah, I am.
Not on the TV.
That's got a delay up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, how long is the delay? You should be there by now.
It's transmitting through Australia.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
Right.
in the future.
You're in the future. That's in the past.
I'm in the future. I'm not there on the big TV yet. We got the big TV on because I was watching YouTube. It's hot outside. Don't judge me.
I do that enough, right?
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
You calling me ignorant?
No.
Googly eyes. Googly eyes are the answer to all the world's troubles. If you put googly eyes on everything, everybody will always feel like they're being judged.
Mhm.
So act accordingly. We got all different size googly eyes. We got little tiny googly eyes. We
Mhm.
got big googly eyes. We got in between googly eyes. We got glow in the dark googly eyes. These are glow in the dark. See the yellow? I don't know what it
Hold
is.
on.
What's this thing?
Hold on. Put it under this a second. Ah. It kind of glows a little-ish.
My googly eyes need contacts. Hey, look at those headlights.
You're having too much fun.
Wait, my pupils are dilated. What, that's not funny?
Yeah, it is. Toby for president. Yes, yes, yes. Toby for president. Hopkins says that we are on their big TV as well.
Look at these big googly eyes. I'm watching you. You don't have to worry though, because I'm a little retarded. I mean, off.
Said they got to get them some of those.
Yeah, she just found these on Amazon, I think.
Rick and Connie says, cool. Yes, I found them on Amazon. Gigi is talking to us.
Googly eyes look like I feel.
She's our neighbor's granddaughter that's visited us before. Some of y'all probably remember seeing her before. Gigi's the one that's she's probably talking to us. Yes, yes, yes. Toby for president. Love that Toby. Who doesn't love Toby? He's a sweetheart. Well, he doesn't. He gets jealous of Toby when Toby starts smooching me. He gets jealous if Bud starts smooching me or Huckleberry. Yes, yes, yes. I can see you in the camera. You can't sit there and make faces and me not see them.
Don't look at the camera.
It's right there. I've got peripheral.
That's the computer.
Well, fight me. You want to lose another one?
Yeah. Go for the uniform look. My one leftover tooth makes me lisp. I used to know a dude who, when I was working with a software company in Washington State, he's a younger guy and he spoke with a lisp. And his favorite saying was, "That's what I'm squeaming." I said, "Dude, don't squeam." Basically,
I guess they're all talking amongst themselves right now.
what?
Moondog is Rick and Connie from Mina. still need to get you guys,
Dang, look at
Tony
my,
and
what is my
Judy
hair
and
even
Rick and
trying to
Connie
do?
and all of us together sometime so we
Ba-
can all,
ba-
so y'all can
ba-
meet so we can all hang out together.
Bang, bang. I look like that dude from Hawaii Fivo.
Fivo.
Bang, bang, bang.
Fivo.
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 Bang, 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 bang. Bang,
Right,
bang,
that's
bang,
Rick
bang, bang, bang. All right, I'm done. Turn that thing off.
Wait, so what? We're ending it now because all of a sudden you're just tired of it all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube is fun. We like doing this.
Yeah.
We're just gonna try to do these Sunday lives for a while because we tried to commit to it.
Mm-hmm.
Last Sunday was bad. We had a death in the family, and
and a funeral the day before the live, and then he had to work too on Sunday. So right around the same time that the live was going to be doing, you were called into work.
Yeah.
So even though we didn't schedule one, we thought about going ahead and going live, but then they're like, we need you at work, and it's like probably maybe 12 minutes till 4.
I don't remember. I just know I had to work that day.
Yeah. And then I don't think we got done until like probably 5:30. About the time Peter got started.
I don't care to try to remember.
I don't either.
That's a whole freaking another lifetime ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not a lot going on around here. We're making progress still, kind of slowly, because of the heat and everything. But we got our ceiling fan fixed, and that's kind of helping with the heat in here. We got it on reverse, keeping the heat up in the attic area or whatever that's called, the loft area, and hopefully blowing some of the heat out of the side vents.
Yeah.
Which those side vents need to be bigger for the summer.
I'm almost wondering if we shouldn't have this turned back sideways again, because last time when we had it sideways kind of pointing at us, it was cooler in here than this pointing straight at us.
Well, we also got that chair back pointed that way, and it's not letting the AC come over here.
Yeah.
Tiny house life.
Hey, Art, good to see you in here too.
Hey, brother.
Judy, I don't know if anybody's answered your question, but yes, Peter's meetup is scheduled for November 6th, 7th, and 8th. November 6th, 7th, and 8th, 2026 at Queen Wilhelmina State Park.
Please don't call it Peter's meetup.
The YouTuber meetup, the Wichita meetup. I forget what it's actually called, but
I'm not going if it's called Peter's meetup.
You can drop the link in here if you. Well, Rick wrote, I believe Peter's meetup is at Queen Wilhelmina State Park.
Yeah, it's Queen Wilhelmina State Park. Call it Peter King and Queen Wilhelmina State Park.
Queen Wilhelmina? What is a minute?
Queen Filipinos State Park.
Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina. God, now you got me saying stuff weird.
Wilhelmina and Mina.
Actually, Judy, we did buy an AC. It's supposed to get here on the Tuesday or Wednesday, I think.
Funny story. I was going to Mina one day, and I stopped by Ark Wildman's place to see if he wanted to ride along. And I says, hey, I'm going to Mina. You want to go? And Ark Wildman says, you're going to Mina? And I thought to myself, no, I left her at home. I'm going to Mina. But I didn't say that.
He tells me this after he gets back.
Ark Wildman says, you're going to Mina? I wish I'd have thought, I should have been snappier. No, she's at home.
No, we're going away from her. Rick laughed.
Do these microphones work good, you think?
I'm guessing they do.
We'll see later.
Yeah.
We tested them, but all we could see was a little bar thing. We don't know how it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Probably makes me sound all goofy.
Well, when you talk goofy, then yes, it does.
I don't talk goofy.
Oh yeah, you do. Your Marge Simpson impersonation that sounds like
What?
Julia Child.
What? You mean this one?
Mm.
Why do you talk like that?
You got me now growling like Marge Simpson. I quit it.
My sister talks like Marge Simpson.
No, she does not.
All women sound like Marge Simpson at some point. In my head. I'm burping a little.
And that's why I decided that one day I'm just going to text you. That way you won't hear my voice. You can just imagine what I sound like.
Yep, there it is. At least she's not. When she's upset, that voice grates on me. Never mind. She never gets upset. She's happy all the time.
Yeah. Hey there, Tony. He finally made it in. And I'm getting tired of him. And there he goes singing again. You're gonna spit all over your microphone. I don't know how to do this. All right. So look, it is 22 minutes, I think. If my math is right. No. Yes, my math might be right. No, it's like 12 minutes.
Look at that vein on my
It's
forehead.
12 minutes until Peter goes live at 5:30 on Old Man King Homestead.
Automatic King.
I think we're going to go ahead and go for today and call it a day. I might need a nap after this. I'm feeling quite tired. He kept us up late last night.
You went to sleep before I did.
Yeah. After I finally said, look, I'm going to sleep. And you said, okay. But then you still tried to keep me awake.
I was lonely.
Judy says sometimes she beats him soundly and puts him to bed, I think.
She just got a new tortilla press.
Yes. Cast iron.
It's too hot to use
12
it.
inch. You don't cook with it.
You still have to cook the tortillas after you press them.
No, I could just freeze them and then cook them later.
Oh, okay, good point. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm not walking all the way out to the freezer.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, yep. We're going to go ahead and call it a day. Call it an end on this live.
She wants to turn off the camera so she can do things to me.
Beat him up. You're weird.
That's why you want to beat me.
No. No.
Mm.
No. No.
Nobody call the
Not today.
ESPCA or
No,
anything.
not today.
You have to call Animal Protective Services. I'm being beaten.
All right. Bye, all. Thanks for joining us today. We enjoyed having you here. Sorry that cut it short for everybody that's come in here right at the last 20 minutes. Within the last 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and end it now, and we will talk to you guys next Sunday.
I'm going to get sillier.
Maybe there'll be another video popping out soon. I'm almost got the hang of this new thing here, and not right now, Miss Gigi, not right now. Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys. Pink.
Chicken check.